Hey guys, thank you for stopping by here. Taylor Carver from the tradinganalyst.com. Really appreciate you stopping by. We're going to get into these charts right away. Okay, we also have a special for the membership, premium membership at the tradinganalyst.com. Stick around into the end of the video if you want to hear more about that. So, JD is the first one we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at about 6 or 7 other tickers, and I'm just looking at my notes here. So the first one is JD, and this one is super coiled, okay? Super coiled. So right now, this is just a stock that's in a downtrend. It's been in a downtrend for quite some time, so you really have to keep that in mind, okay? With that said, it looks like it could be potentially forming a bottom, okay? Big potential here. So we have all of this sideways trading, okay? Notice how, if you scroll back and you look at all this action, this is 150 days of action. You can see right here, been trending down, and then we kind of just have been trading sideways here for the last couple months, okay? Now, all of this sideways trading is building up energy. Now, is it building up energy for a big move up or down? That remains to be seen. I think it could be to the upside, okay? But I'm not buying down here, okay? What I want to see is it confirm a close over that 50-day moving average. And I'm just going to zoom in once again so you can see a better picture. So what we have right here is a potential false breakdown setup. So right here we've got a level of support right there, and then it turned into resistance right there and right there. We broke that support right here, okay? We've been hanging out underneath that level. But if it breaks back over, and what I mean by break is a close over this level, I think we can get very explosive here on JD. Okay, so what is the level? I want to see it close over, let's see, what's the close of this day? About 22.75. Okay, about 22.75 is where I want to see it close over in order to confirm a trade. Because right now, we're still in a massive downtrend. We're still making lower lows and lower highs. So you really have to keep that in mind. But if it closes back above this level, okay, that would make all of this sideways trading very powerful, because we've been building up a lot of energy. When you have sideways trading, it builds up energy, okay? All the big boys, the hedge funds, and everyone that moves the markets, okay, what are they doing? They're buying down here, potentially. If it breaks out, you're going to know that they were buying down here, okay? This is where shares are exchanging hands. They're getting rid of the sellers and initiating new buyers, okay? Potentially, okay? If we get a close over that level. So JD is definitely something that you want to watch, okay? Next one we're going to be looking at is Alibaba. Alibaba, another Chinese name, definitely not as sexy as JD, for sure. But I want to point out we have a pretty major support right here, where Alibaba's at pretty much right now. Okay, right now at about 132, 133, when we bounce from it here, right there, and right here, we're clearly seeing a reaction off of it right now. So if Baba is going to bounce, this is where it's going to do it. Okay, so if you like Baba for a long, this is where this is one of the best risk-reward places. Okay, because if it breaks this low right here, I'm no longer going to be I'm no longer going to be interested in Alibaba on the long side if it breaks that low. So we've got a tight risk here. If it heads higher, I think it can head to at least, let's see, about right about 145, let's call it. Right about 145 is where I think that first conservative target could be if it continues to get a bounce from this level, okay? Definitely, this is one of my least favorite setups, but I'm just kind of showing you these levels in case you are interested in it, okay? The next one I want to show you guys is Twitter. And Twitter is at a pretty big support, okay? You know, I'm going to actually zoom out a little bit so you can see this action. Okay, so Twitter is at a pretty decent support. Well, it bounced from it just recently, but it's still at a decent support. But the thing that I don't really like about Twitter is that we've got a couple of things that went on here, okay? We had this big gap down here and trend lower right here, okay? That's not bullish. And then we have right here, we have an earnings reaction right here, a big gap up, and we didn't really go much of anywhere. We tried to break out. We broke out over this resistance. It failed and then headed lower. That is, by the way, that is a false breakout. Okay, we had a clear level of resistance there, and then we broke over it here only to fail right here. And we broke below that earnings gap up right here. Okay, we broke below that earnings gap up. When you have an earnings gap up, and especially when you have an earnings gap up and then it kind of trades sideways or even heads a little bit higher, you don't want it to break below that level. Okay, you don't want it to break below that level. So at best, this is choppy, and at worst, it's bearish. So if we do head higher, I do see us probably getting rejected around that about $31 range, which is where that support level was previously. Okay, but we could get a short-term bounce up to that level in the near term. All right, excuse me. So the next one we're going to take a look at, guys, is the one last thing I forgot to mention here on Twitter is we actually do have a little bit of a downtrend right here. Okay. Lower lows, lower highs, okay? Here's a high, lower high, hit it right there, okay? So we've got lots of resistance above us, okay? So the next one we're going to take a look at is Chipotle. All right, so Chipotle here, okay? Yes, big move up here, okay? Big move up here. And if you followed along on these videos that I did previously, you know that we called for a big move down on Chipotle. Okay, I'll go over that setup really quickly here, and that is right here. We have a double false breakout. Tried to break over it here. Tried to break over it here. That was the short signal. That's when we called for a downside move on Chipotle. And you can see if you followed along on that free video I did, you would have profited very nicely on that trade as well. Big move down right there. Okay, so now we're seeing a move to the upside, but to me, you know, this is a recipe for rejection. Okay, recipe for rejection. Okay, first and foremost, you know, this was an earnings reaction right here. Again, same thing as Twitter. Tried to break higher, but then we traded sideways and then headed lower below that earnings reaction low. Okay, you don't want to see that. Okay, earnings move stocks. Plain and simple. You cannot argue with that. That is a fact. Okay, so you want to hold that earnings level. Okay, we did not hold that earnings level. So we've got this resistance above us that is right about here. You can see his previous support. Boom. We also have the 50-day moving average, which is the red line right there. We also have a downtrend line right here. All right, right about there. So anywhere between about 450 to 475 is where I see Chipotle getting rejected at right here. To me, this is just a short cover rally, and I believe that once we head into this level, that we will most likely, nothing is for sure, but most likely get rejected around that level. Okay. The next one that I want to take a look at for you guys is Amazon. All right. Amazon is looking very nice. Okay. At least in the short term. Okay. We're obviously in a downtrend here for the last few months. So really, you got to keep that in mind. So this is for a short-term move. It could turn into a bigger move, but but right now we just like it for a short-term move to the upside. We'll see if it turns into something bigger, but right now, short-term move to the upside. Okay, so Amazon. Here is the setup. So Amazon right here, you can see that, oops, different tool. Okay, so right here, we had this support right there, right there, right there. Okay, that's a clear level of support. And then we broke that support, okay, only to, boom, break right back over it. And today closed over the previous several days highs. Very strong action. This topping tail that you're seeing right now is just after hours trading right there. But we closed over at a really, really strong action. Okay, so, and the close is what matters. A lot of stuff happens after hours that end up not resulting in anything. So we have a false breakdown setup. Support, 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 break of support, break right back over it, making this a false breakdown. I think that we can see higher prices. I think that we could see about 1680 right here. You can see it was resistance here and here. And notice too, guys, that we can head up here and that would still be a lower high. Okay, that would still be a lower high because we have a high here, lower high, lower high. Okay, so the lower highs. We also have a low, lower low, lower low, and another lower low right here. So we can still trade up here in the near term and still be in a downtrend for the last several months. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so that's it for Amazon. We broke over that level. If it closes back below today's low, about 1470, then I'm no longer going to like Amazon for an upside move. Okay, so the risk is very tight. The risk is very close by. So if we lose, it's a very small loss, but if we win, it's a much bigger win than the loss is. Okay, so that's how you make profitable trades on a consistent basis. It's not about being right every single time. It's about setting your risk versus your reward at a very nice level so you can be wrong a couple times and still make money in the market. Okay, so the next one we're going to take a look at is Visa. Visa is another kind of false breakdown setup right about here. You can see that we had previous support right here, support right there, support here, boom, boom. We broke that support, okay, only to break right back over it, okay. Very nice action, okay. So this could be a false breakdown setup, okay. Support, 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 break below that support, and then break right back over it, making this a false breakdown, all right. We have a gap that may want to fill right here at about 130, just shy of 138. Okay, just shy of 138. Okay, and that's where you want to look at Visa trading to. Again, this is after hours trading right here. It was not a topping tail. We closed very strong. Okay, so we've got, and notice the same thing here with Amazon. If we had higher, we're still going to be making lower lows and lower highs because we've got a high here, lower high, and even coming up to this level would be another lower high. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind. The next one is eBay. And eBay, this is a really solid setup here. What I want to point out is this is a false breakdown setup. Okay, false breakdown setup. So what we have here is a support, support, support. Then we broke that support to the downside, and now we're breaking right back over it, okay? We also had a gap up on the last earnings reaction right here, okay? And that's the first gap up that we've seen in reaction to earnings in a long time, okay? We've been in a downtrend. This was an earnings reaction, gap down, okay? This was an earnings reaction, gap down, okay? And then we gap down here. That wasn't earnings. I'm not sure what this was, but this was an earnings reaction right here. And then we kind of rebounded, at this level. And as you can see, all this kind of sideways trading here, it could lead to a bigger move to the upside. Okay, we're kind of trading sideways here for a ways. And you got to keep in mind, first gap up that we've seen in about a year on eBay in reaction to earnings. It doesn't mean necessarily that we're going to head higher, but it does show you that there's a potential trend change happening here. And this would be the first, today is the first close over the 50-day moving average since right here. Okay, first day since over here back in May or maybe early June. That was early June right here. We closed over that level. Obviously, we broke it after that, but still, it's a good sign that this is the first close over the 50-day moving average. And we did so with a very strong candle closing over the previous 4 days highs. Okay, that is strong action with a bullish engulfing candle. Okay, so the first target here for eBay is going to be $30. You can see that resistance very clearly there and there. $30. Next target is going to be that gap fill at about $31.55, I believe, is that level. Okay, it could head higher from here, but those are the conservative targets that I'm looking at for eBay. So now I want to kind of show you some recent trades that we've taken. Okay, because these videos are nice, but execution is what pays. Okay, so all of these alerts are trades that I've personally taken, and I also give to our members in real time via text message. Okay, we're on a very nice winning streak for the month of December. We haven't had any closing trades just yet in the new year. This is the first day of the new year. So we'll see if that streak ends or if it continues. But right now we're still on this winning streak. These are 12 winning trades here in a row. INTC puts 12%, CHRW 55%, Dish puts 34%, 10% on IBM, Baidu puts 71%, TXN 44%. So I'm not going to go over every single trade here, but I want to show you guys this is what's possible in the market when you have a proven strategy. Okay, I have a proven strategy. I share it with my members. I share my trades with my members as well, and I explain everything in detail to our members. Every single trade that I put out, I'm also including a video analysis with that trade, so you understand exactly what's going on with the trade. Okay, you're understanding what strategy we used, why we're entering where we're entering, why the stop loss is where it is. Okay, because we don't win every single trade, so we need to have a stop loss and control our risk. Okay, I also explain why we have our targets where they are. Okay, everything is explained in detail so you can A, become a better trader on your own by learning something that's already working for someone else, and B, even if you're not trying to become the next Warren Buffett trader, whatever, you can still have a lot more confidence in these alerts because you're knowing exactly why we're getting in them. Okay, so I'd like to invite you now to join us here for the premium member. If you're on YouTube, visit us at www.thetradinganalyst.com and visit the join page right here, and you're going to see all the different membership options. If you're watching this on the blog page, all you have to do is scroll down right here. I'm going to move my face out of the way a little bit. There we go. And all you have to do is scroll down below the video, and you're going to see the special offer. You're going to see everything that you get when you sign up and you join. We are the #1 options trading service on the planet, okay? And why are we the #1 options trading service on the planet? Because of the results that I get and the results that I get and share with my clients, all right? And you can join with us too. If you want to make winning trades like the 12 winning trades that I just showed you, then you have to sign up and join here. So you get the easy to follow real-time trade alerts. Everything is super easy to follow. Here's a few other recent trades that we've taken. If you were a member at that time, you would have been able to participate in these trades. All right. You also get access to the real-time portfolio tracker. This is something we started in July, and we have all of the trades that we've ever taken uploaded onto that real-time portfolio tracker. It also features our open positions as well. A lot of services out there, they just hide their trades under a rug, hoping that nobody finds out that they are a horrible trader. But we don't do that. Everything is 100% transparent here. Okay. You also get watch lists. Okay, they are featured via video. I'm explaining everything in great detail for you, so to make sure that you understand everything that's going on. Then you have the exclusive member videos. This is where I discuss the current market action as well as our current open trades and potential trades. Remember, each trade alert that is sent out features also alongside of it a video analysis that explains the trade in detail so you can have more confidence and become a better trader on the way. You also get a bonus here, access to our complete education library. It's going to bring you up to speed on options if you're new to options. Even if you're not new to options, it's going to bring you up to speed on how we do things, and we do things pretty well here, so I think it's going to help you out a lot. It also shows our complete strategy that we use so you can become a better trader along the way. And that's it. All you got to do is scroll down here. You're going to see everything that you get. And all you got to do is click on this button right here, and it's going to take you to the 100% secure checkout page. It's going to load for a second. And all you have to do is enter in your name, your last name, your email, your phone number. Make sure that your phone number is a valid phone number that you can receive text message alerts on, because this is how you receive the buy and sell alerts. Choose a password, enter in your billing information here, or you can check out via PayPal by clicking that button. Click this button. It's going to take you to the 100% secure PayPal checkout page. It's whatever you want. Credit card, debit card, PayPal, it's whatever you want. And once you do that, click the Join the Program button, and you're going to get instant access to everything that we talked about today, especially and most importantly, you're getting access to all of the trades that I take and alert to members, and you're going to get access to trades just like those 12 winners in a row that I just showed you. So I look forward to seeing you in there, and I'm excited to help you become a better trader and make consistent money in the market. I'll see you guys in there.